large webcast. Today, after many months, we will finally begin back to launching, and today is a very, very special launch. This is the launch of Starlight, Flight 11, the first flight of lunar Starlight. Flight 7, wait, but there's a gap. Flight 7. Yeah, Flight 7. This will be carrying lunar materials for lunar base engines. Gateway Space System Helioghost lander to the moon, which will deploy separately after CBI, and the lander itself will make its journey to the moon after that. This is launched on top of Starlight, our flagship rocket. We got Booster 11 making its first flight with 40 TSL and booster engines at the combination. The ship is SN11, our lunar Starlight. This will be expendable, meaning it will land on the moon and not be reused, unfortunately, but it will serve good purpose there. This is the final launch before our overhaul project, so it'll be months before we launch again, and months before we launch this, but hope to get the launch before we do that. So without further ado, I'm to introduce our second commentator to stay on the webcast. Take it away, CB.
Hello, hello. I am CB, the launch director of ROSPACE, and as of now, just like what Nick said earlier, you are watching Flight 7. Wait, but there's a catch. So, as you may have noticed, the ship is different, and it doesn't have any tiles nor flaps. Can you explain why?
Because it's a lunar Starlight variant. It won't return back to Earth.
And since it's expandable, we will not be able to see it land back on Earth, unfortunately.
But it's reusable in a good way. But it's reusable on the moon, in a sense. It's not reusable on the moon's reflex, but it's reusable in a sense. That thing could stay in the moon forever. It's reused in the base. And future humans had to. So it's technically expendable, but if you think about it, it's entirely reusable on the moon. So you know what I mean.
And for the same as usual, we are going to be catching Booster 11 onto the tower you see on the right. And that tower will basically be, closing on once the booster goes all the way in. And then once it's all in, a few hours or minutes later, it'll rotate to its left, and then it'll lower onto a transport stand, which the booster will go back to the production site for refurbishment.
Yeah, and possible refund.
So we are doing reusability.
Yeah, indeed. Great way catching, great way to get the vehicle reusable, no water damage. And just get it back there and reuse it if you want.
So, why waste your rockets when you can reuse them?
I know, right? And one company are developing, but there's two companies that don't understand the full benefit of reuse. But it's a great technology, because why would you waste your rocket? Man, the precious parts that you just made, you can use it again. Why waste it?
Back then, rockets used to just launch, dispose their rockets, but in our future today, we are going to reuse our vehicles. And soon, it'll become just under... There it goes! T-minus 20 minutes. And while that's happening, the ship and booster are just finishing their propellant load, and once we see that done, there'll be some milestones coming up next. So Nick, how do you
Sorry.
feel about launching
Water break, I'm sorry.
a how do you feel about launching another company's payload to the moon?
It is an honor to launch another company, and they've trusted us to launch this payload. We are honored.
Yep,
Heaven to the
and
Lord.
our company has launched
Uh,
a
let's not
bunch
do
of satellites, and we are trusted. Anything you have to say, Nick?
Yeah. What are we talking about?
We were talking about how we are trusted.
Yeah, we are very honored. It's a very great opportunity. Launching someone else's payload, so many things can go wrong. Just the value of trust that we have.
Yeah, and we're working on producing more safety and reducing risks on a rocket.
Yeah, we want to keep the rocket safe. I'll mention here about the revamp. When we come back to the revamp, everything will be better, so stay tuned for that. The issue is resolved. We are tracking no flag.
Yep, we are go, and um, at this time there is no issues. The tank farm is very great, and yeah.
Ship engine chill.
Copy that. All systems are looking nominal. We are remaining nominal. Tracking no issues at this time. We're still
Yeah.
go.
No issues from that. We're good. Approaching 15 minutes before launch. Everything is all good.
You know what? Just imagine the booster cache, man.
I know, right?
It'll look great. Like really, really great. Man, the launch mount itself is pretty much old. It has started since Flight 1. You
Yeah, it's
know,
been cold.
it supported each
See the
launches.
payload, we're showing you Helioghost
Yeah.
inside. Beautiful lander, hope it does
Beautiful
well.
lander, man. Beautiful.
Approaching 15 minutes. How are we doing on fueling? I think we're almost fully fueled.
Yep, we're doing great. All the
Booster
GSC
prop load
systems
is
are
wrapping up. How's the
making
ship?
its way.
Ship is almost done.
We're just waiting for the announcement where both fueling are done. Both fuelings are done at this time.
We're approaching inside 15 minutes and the 15 minutes and we'll tick down inside 15 minutes of the count.
T-minus 15 minutes and counting.
Booster prop load completed.
There we
This
go.
is fair.
We're now waiting for stage 2.
For the ship. Ship prop load is wrapping up.
Alrighty, this should be great. And we're just 14 minutes away from launch, and yeah, everything should go well. Copy that.
Payload priming. 13 minutes to go. This is so exciting as we tick down the 13 minutes. We finally see this long-awaited flight about to launch.
GSC event is now back online.
Copy that.
Seeing that moon over there, I know that's our destination. That is our destination.
It will land about 3 days after launch. It will arrive at the moon about 3 days after launch, and then it'll enter a highly elliptical orbit, and then it'll begin its landing. Then carry out the experiments, and then we can do around the moon. Yeah, we would do a flap test. There's no flaps. So you can't do a flap test with no flap. It seems self-explanatory. Ship prop load completed.
Copy that. Fuel valves are closed at this time. Fuel valves are closed at this time. Do you copy?
Yeah, fuel valves are closed at this time.
That's 11 minutes and counting. All systems remain nominal at this
10
time.
minutes. Everything is looking good.
So far, so good. EQD vent is now back online.
Ten minutes and counting.
Yep, T-minus 10 minutes and counting.
Raising fueling load and entering replenish bill.
We are currently at replenishing mode at this time.
is oddly confirmed 9 minutes.
Yep, 9 minutes.
Here we go.
GS event nominal.
Approaching 8 minutes.
Copy that.
Engine shield completed.
T-minus 8 minutes and counting. All systems remain nominal.
We're approaching 7 minutes and getting to the final end of the countdown. Everything looks good. We just need to take down to the liftoff. Valve will close it, and the vehicle will be 1 hour and 1 minute. T-minus 7 minutes. Remember, if we hold past 10 seconds, it's automatic stroke. It's easy. 7
T-minus
minutes.
3 minutes and counting. All systems still remain nominal.
Approaching 6 minutes.
Copy. T-minus 6 minutes and counting.
T-minus 6 minutes. Approaching 5 minutes. Oh, crap. I don't know. I need to get back in. I'm in, guys. I'm back in. My internet broke. Okay.
T-minus 5 minutes and counting.
5 minutes income.
Ground system tracking no issues at this time. Vehicle
Yeah.
is still built and weather is still clear and range is still clear.
We're under 5 minutes until launch. We are so close. This is months. This launch has been delayed for 6 months, right? But 6 months of the work all comes down to
Well,
this.
at least we got back on track and you know,
I know, and we're gonna get the revamp after this and prove the company, but we one last amazing launch before we revamp and make the company better. 4 minutes. Here we go.
Yep, 4 minutes at this time. We're still on track for launch.
Approaching 3 minutes. We're getting so close. You're just joining. This is the Flight 7. Wait, but there's a catch. The first flight of lunar Starlight carrying payload to the moon. Carrying Helioghost. Carrying, I always forget the name. Gateway Space Systems Helioghost lander and our own payloads to the moon. Booster will be caught. That's the name. Here we go.
And just like I said, we are trusted to launch payloads.
Yeah, which is awesome. That's what I said earlier.
Yeah.
Trust. So,
2 minutes, 3 minutes.
how that trust happened. Sorry about that.
We're getting closer to launch, and yeah, can't wait to see this thing ignite, and then soon just gets caught onto this catch on, which will be my favorite.
Hold on. We're gonna. Hold for final checkout soon. When? Getting confirmation on when that final hold will be.
2 minutes and 9 seconds.
2 minutes and 10. Hold. We will be doing that hold to check the system. This is a planned hold. Do not be alarmed.
Ground systems remain nominal.
Ship
Booster
and
remains
booster.
nominal.
Ship and booster confirmed. Ship and booster are nominal.
EQD systems are looking nominal at this time, and plans are also looking good.
Yeah.
Deluge systems are also go.
All the mission teams. Launch director.
Go. I'm go.
Flight directors go. Mission director, permission to launch. Waiting for the call of permission to launch from mission director. You have permission to launch. Count resuming. I'm heading into 2 minutes.
Copy that. Range continues as go at this time. Weather is still clear.
Vehicle is about to head into eternal power at 1 minute.
Copy.
This will
And
be awesome. $140.
Yep.
Venting.
Oh, we see some venting at this time. There are some venting on this booster.
90
and
seconds.
It is coming from the LOX tank, and that vent is nominal.
Yeah, just final venting.
Do not be alarmed. That
Do not
is
be
nominal.
alarmed, indeed. $70 seconds. Approaching 1 minute. Vehicle will go internal power. 3, 2, 1, 1 minute.
Last 1 minute and counting.
Vehicle on internal power.
We're still go.
We're still
and
going.
there's deluge. You got deluge.
Taylor. We need all the deluge working. Side, main, and ram. We need the side.
Flight.
Side deluge. Waiting on that side deluge.
EQD systems are now raising at a high pressure at this time.
Indeed, phenomenal. Side deluge. Here we go. Under 30 seconds. 20 seconds. Go for launch. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11,
10,
10,
9,
9,
8,
8,
7,
7,
6, 5,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Engine ignition.
and liftoff.
And liftoff. Liftoff of Flight 7. Wait, but there's a catch. Carrying Chico.
And like power telemetry nominal.
Look at the beautiful
nominal.
footage from the tracking cameras as the vehicle makes its ascent.
Vehicles on a nominal pitching downrange.
Look at the tracking
On a nominal
cameras.
trajectory.
Look at the beautiful tracking. It seems weird to see the vehicle with no flaps, doesn't it? You see the ship is just bare, no flaps sticking out. 1 minute, all 40 engines are nominal.
Yep, all 40 engines are nominal, and hopefully we'll be able to see
Q?
hot staging. So at that rate, you'll be seeing flames coming all out.
Yeah, so for hot staging, 40 engines will cut down to 2 or 4. Or 4, yeah. 36 engines will shut down, which is the amount of the previous booster. 4 engines will ignite. The ship will then ignite all 8 engines. The ship will then separate while the booster is firing, and the booster will then flip away and ignite 12 engines, or 16, to boost back while the ship, 10. The SN11 will fire up 10 engines while the booster's still firing and while the booster turns around and fires 16 to go the other direction. It'll be awesome to watch, and we're coming up on hot staging just now. Or soon, I don't know when it is. Hot staging coming up on it. We're at 2 minutes, vehicle's looking nominal.
Ship is go for startup.
Ship is go for startup. We're waiting, I think it's around 3 minutes. We're waiting on that booster. Most engines cut off. Or me too. 240. 250. I think it'll be around 3 minutes.
Let's all be patient here, and we'll sit and watch.
3 minutes. Waiting on that. Migo.
There we go. Miko.
Ship engine ignition. Hot staging.
All systems
And
are
the
looking
booster
nominal
has
for the
separated.
ship at this time,
Everything is
and
good. Booster and
boost
4
pack
engines.
is nominal.
Everything is good. Hot staging worked. 10 on the ship and 16 on the booster. We are looking good on all.
We are currently doing great on the boost back, and yeah.
Booster looks good, ship looks good as they both continue on their separate ways up into space.
All systems still remain nominal at this time.
4 minutes into flight, all is good.
All 16 engines remain nominal. You know, this test is exciting for all of us in our community of aerospace.
Such a milestone. Get flights off.
Oh gosh, we got a failure. We have a reporting failure, and that was unintentional at this time.
Wait. Was that normal?
This was not expected, and
Arrow? What happened?
the teams are now working on processing the issue at this time. This is not a normal state. We did not plan for this to happen, and yeah, we'll be keeping an eye on the booster, and hopefully it should not hit one of the ranges we have.
Unfortunately, we have lost the booster. That's not what we intended, but
hopefully this will be landing at a ocean or somehow, just at a ocean. We don't want this to land on any surface, and
I mean, we wanted to see it catch, but it's part of testing.
well, unfortunate news. Just
We've
like
lost our
we
booster
had
and there'll be
earlier,
no catch tonight, which will be
just
a
like we
bummer.
had a failure from earlier. There's no catch at this time, and yeah, at least we still got the ship running.
We'll need to do an investigation.
Teams are still tracking the booster
It's
debris
bad, but again, it is our
that is
secondary
falling.
mission. Again, it is our secondary mission. If the booster, we still have a primary mission going, we'll conduct analysis, but our primary mission is still underway. I'm sad though. I wanted to see a freaking catch, but oh well.
Still tracking booster 11's debris, and
Yes, was activated.
we are currently making sure this does not go at a
It's fine. We'll
place
fix it.
full of
Booster
you
will
know.
catch it. We'll catch it next flight.
But yeah, this is so.
So we have some kind of anomaly on the booster. We don't know what happened. We have no data. We'll see what happens later. The AFTS was activated, waiting on the ship to cut off, and that is a very somber mood because right now we're getting the booster. We should have gotten the booster back, but something happened. It also makes the nickname irrelevant because there's no catch. But oh well. Oh well. It's part of testing.
Yep.
Waiting on the ship to shut down. When will the ship shut down? Ship.
Looks like the booster debris should be re-entering by now.
Yeah. The ship is Seco, and the ship all is normal on the ship side, but we don't know what happened to the booster. So we lost our booster. The ship is still good. We're waiting on that TLI and then payload deploy. We'll give you an update on the booster. TLI expected in about 3 minutes.
As of now, the booster should be landing at
the
at
debris
the
should
ocean, and hopefully not on the land, because that will be 100
land.
times dangerous.
Yeah, it is a secondary objective as part of testing. So
As of now,
we're
it should be passing the Earth's atmosphere, you know. We managed to pull off a launch, but we did not manage to pull off a catch.
there was something maybe wrong in the engine. I think something was wrong with the engine hardware.
Good news, the booster has landed on the ocean
The
and
remaining
has already safely splashed down at the ocean.
something in the engine hardware failed. Something in the plate, I think. Do we have any
At this
data?
moment in time, the ship is
Do we have
continuing
any
as
data on
nominal.
the booster? A major spike. Well, since we have a revamp, we can take a lot of time to evaluate. And that's the plus of it. We're waiting for TLI. Why did I say TV? Waiting on TLI. A major spike in pressure in the end. Could that be could it be a failure of the new thrust puck and we need to just redesign it?
Don't worry, our teams are gonna look at that and then they'll see what to fix. They'll find what to fix, and yeah.
We can always replace the thrust puck and just remove the engine assembly.
Yep.
How are we doing on TLI? Okay. Waiting on TLI. No sign of it. You know when the next sign is going to be for TLI? It's been a good while. Arrow? There we go.
There we go.
4-4.
Engines are started up.
That was a long minute. Helio. We're waiting on TLI and the payload to fall.
Yep.
I just ignore them.
It continues as nominal.
Yeah.
All systems nominal.
Yeah, SN11 is good. We'll figure out what happened to the booster. It was a new design, so it'll be fine. We'll be okay. We'll have a revamp months and months
Ship
to
chamber
figure
pressures
out
are nominal.
what's going on. So I'm still trying to read. So, the engine feels there was a major spike in pressure in the engine bay. What could that be? Spike in pressure in the engine bay. What could that be from? Did the line burst? No, but that doesn't make sense. We're waiting on that TLI to end. We'll figure out what happened after the flight.
As of now, teams are studying the data of the booster loss and yeah.
We don't really have any possible conclusions.
But yeah, the booster has splashed down at the ocean.
Yeah, debris
That's
is
near
part
Key West, and
predicted for Booster 12, and we're going to catch the next flight. Unfortunately, the name didn't work. TLI shut down.
there we go. There's the shutdown.
We need. Yeah, around 9. We need to have an attempt too of the name until it catches. We need.
Well, I'm glad we pulled off a launch for Gateway Space System today.
I mean, we got a primary payload out of the way. It's just something happened in the boost back. We don't know what.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
our
exactly.
teams are still investigating.
So
There we go. Nose cone deploy.
now it's going opening.
Yeah, I mean opening.
Here's
My bad.
opening. Payload
That's
door
my
open.
bad. My bad. All right. But yeah, we're gonna be expecting a deploy.
Waiting for Helioghost to deploy. Helioghost deploy. $30.
I'm excited for them to see what they'll do.
Yeah, it'll be exciting, and we'll figure out the problem with the booster. Since the revamp, we'll have months. Payload deploy. There
Payload
it goes.
deploy.
There she goes.
Salutes to Gateway Space System.
Yeah,
Hope they
salute
have
the
their
gateway. Out to launch their payload. We got it. The booster failed, but we got the payload in on time. So, mission success.
hope they have their fun time studying the moon. And
And then,
congratulations to Astrospace and Gateway Space System for working together
well,
to
yeah.
to launch
Sorry.
all the way to the moon.
Yeah, so
At
we
this
had
time,
the partially okay, you talk.
this ship will not be landing back to Earth safely, and
Yeah, I'll get back to the moon and stay there.
since it has no heat house like from earlier.
Yeah.
This will
So,
just burn up on re-entry
so to,
immediately.
so to recap, we had a partially successful flight. We had a good liftoff, good. The ship went well, stage separation, ship went well, TVI, TLI, payload deploy, all that burns. The booster went well up until somewhere at the end of the boost back, I think, where currently what we know, there was a huge spike in pressure in the engine, where there was a there was a huge major spike in pressure in the engine bay, and that caused all the engines to fail. We don't know why, but that's
There
what we
goes
have to
the
read.
no, it has already closed, and
So
yeah,
we'll get you data on that via our Discord server, and
you can
we will
see more information on Astrospace Discord server. I'll
tell
be
you.
providing some details about it, and yeah,
We'll go through the revamp, so we'll give you progress on the revamp and when we'll be operational again. So we're going to a hiatus, and we'll give you updates on that. So I think it's time we sign off with that.
yeah, and once again, if you want more data and information about our stuff, you
Yeah,
can go on our Discord.
yeah. Okay. This is Nick Bay7 the COO and launch director, or flight director. Flight director. Signing off for tonight. We had a good launch. We delivered our payload. We had a booster anomaly. We'll figure that out, but that was not our mission, so we'll figure out next flight. And it'll be the same name because gotta get the catch. But without further ado, thanks for watching. Good night. We'll update you with the data and when our next flight is after the revamp. Goodbye.
This is CB, launch director and co-founder of Astrospace. This was a great and exciting mission, but even though we didn't see any catch, yeah, we still got to see the payload deployment. But as for now, I'll be signing out. Thank you and have a great rest of your time.